Hello, everyone.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good night.
Yeah. Welcome to the Arduino EDUvision episode number 5.
Wow, already.
Yes, and as Roxana said there, good morning, good afternoon, where we would like to know where you're from. What is the time there where you're from? Where are you watching this? For us, it's 5 p.m. Central European Summer Time, but what's the...
Let us know where you're from.
Yeah,
Say hello.
And please remember to use the chat from YouTube or Facebook throughout the show. You can add any questions you have for us or for our guest or about the project we're going to show today.
Exactly. And actually, today we will show a demo of a mysterious project that could be used in an escape room, because on May 22nd, we celebrate Sherlock Holmes Day.
Yes, and we will also talk... Nice. Yeah, there's a bit
like
sneak peek of our project, but that's it. You have to stay here to learn more about it. We will also talk with our special guest, a video game designer, about his work with escape rooms.
Yeah, and we will also send some Arduino merchandise of one of you, EDUvision followers, Edu viewers, so stay tuned.
Yeah, maybe it's you. Who knows?
Yeah.
And last week we had Jose Antonio Bagur, a mechatronics engineer, talking about his work with satellites. And we had so many questions throughout the show that we didn't have the time to answer all of the questions. So we had an Arduino EDUvision Extra. And you can find that from arduino.cc/education/eduvision from our website.
Yeah, that was a really nice extra episode. And also, remember that you can submit your Arduino projects on our website, Arduino CC, Education EDUvision, and your project might be presented here live. So in each episode, we will present some of the projects more creative and innovative. So don't forget to send yours or start building one.
Exactly. And even if you're sharing your project in social media, you can use the hashtag Arduino EDUvision, as you see there.
Exactly. So this episode might be like an inspiration for you to start building cool projects. So
let's hope so.
Yeah, we're waiting for a lot of projects.
Yeah, there's people joining from India, 8:30. Nice, not too late.
Yeah.
11 p.m. here in Philippines.
Ooh.
Okay.
South Africa, same time, 5. Germany, 5. Nice. In the US should be like pretty early, maybe 8 or 9 a.m. So thanks for joining. Lebanon, cool. Orlando, Florida, nice.
Oh, nice to see people from all over the world.
China, it's 11 p.m. in China. Cool.
Great that you're still up.
Yeah, thanks. So thank you so much for watching and for letting us know where are you from. France, Bangladesh, UK. Awesome.
And even if you're not watching this live, you can still comment and let us know where you're from.
Exactly.
But I think it's time for our special guest. Roxana, would you like to introduce our guest?
Of course, Alastair Aitchison is a game designer, programming and teacher, and he is based in the UK, and he has harbored a lifelong passion for game design. So from programming sharewares to co-founding games festivals, this electronic expert fuses creativity and expertise to create a unique game playing experience. So let's welcome Alistair.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Nice to be here.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining.
You're very welcome.
We're super excited to talk with you. This is such a nice topic, so it's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting, I think. Yeah, a lot of exciting things going on in kind of physical gameplay at the moment. So not just in video games on a screen, but kind of escape rooms and real life games as well. So yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah, exactly. So why we don't start, or you telling us a little bit about how was your experience as a video game designer?
Sure. So I guess I'm probably part of the first generation that kind of grew up with video games. So, as a kid, I played games and I was always interested to know, not just play them, but to know how they worked as well. Like, from the code side of things, so from the software, but also from like the player point of view. What is it that makes a game fun or frustrating, or what is it that makes it addictive and makes you want to go back to it and things like that? So I taught myself to program, and I started making little shareware games on like the Amigas. This is back in the 1990s. I won't say how old I am, but let's say 1990s. And then like the game Doom came out on the PC, and that was the first game that had like a level editor that you could kind of totally change the way the game played, and you could make your own levels. And that's when I kind of discovered that you could tell stories with games, and not just, you know, in the instruction manual stories, but actually playing the game, the way you led the player on a journey and kind of experience these different things. So I kind of got into the game design through that. And then in the 25 years, 30 years or so since, I've kind of had a whole variety of roles somewhere between those two extremes. So on one side, the coding and the programming, the software side, and on the other side, the player experience and the kind of the psychology of games. And I've worked for some big companies, so a famous software company based in Seattle, for example, and some really, really small indie companies as well, and kind of everything in between. And most recently, as you said, I've been making escape room games and physical hardware using Arduinos and other processors. So yeah, so a whole kind of spectrum of game design kind of things. Yeah.
Very nice.
We will talk about your escape room projects and Arduino projects a bit later. But before that, I would like to ask, you have this website called Playful Technology.
Yeah.
What does Playful Technology mean?
Okay, so I think so for me, Playful Technology is all about the way that users interact with the system. It's to do the interface. So like if we think of it like a normal system, like a website, for example, if you're building the interface for a website, you want visitors to be able to find the information they want as quickly and as easily as possible and with the fewest mouse clicks. So it's kind of about efficiency and simplicity. And the user should never really have to think about how they're using the system. It's nearly invisible, if you know what I mean. Now, with Playful Technology, it's nearly like the opposite is true. So the system itself might be really simple. You know, most escape room games, when you kind of break them down, they're really just switches and, you know, buttons. They're very, very simple. But the way that you interact with the system, that's kind of exaggerated, cartoonish nearly. So in an escape room, you have massive buttons and levers and cogs and dials and all this kind of really exciting thing, and that's what makes it playful. I think it's the fact that you get players to do these exaggerated movements, and maybe you make them stand in a particular place and all chant some magic ritual together or wave their arms to cast a magic spell, and you've got this technology behind the scenes that's kind of you know, translating that into what's probably quite a simple effect, but it's taking the player on that experience to make them suspend their disbelief that they are, I mean, saving the world from a zombie invasion, or that they are Sherlock Holmes and that they're saving, you know, solving a tricky case or whatever it might be. That's what I think makes it playful, is that interaction, the way that you use the system.
Yeah, very, very interesting. Like, as you said, it's like a wide array of possibilities when you start like playing with the technology and all the experiences that you will be able to create incorporating that. So it's really fun, really cool.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Then can you tell us a little bit more about the projects you curate for escape rooms?
Yeah, sure. So for about the last 4 years, I guess. So I've been making games, and I go to escape rooms, and I you know, do sort of consulting and build stuff for them. But I also have a YouTube channel where I upload a monthly project, which is similar to some of the projects that you guys feature as well. So they're normally about an hour long, the videos. They're quite long, and I kind of go through the code and the wiring and the hardware. But I also try to mix in that game design point of view as well. There's lots of great stuff you can find on YouTube that will teach you how to, you know, do all sorts of Arduino projects. And I try to to combine that, I guess, with the gameplay side of it, to say this is how you could use this normally in an escape room, but sometimes in other kind of playful settings as well. So they're all on my YouTube channel, like I say, and they're all free, the hour-long videos, and you can see a couple of the projects behind me as well that I sort of built in the past. Yeah,
and I can actually see that some of the comments there, people saying thank you for your tutorials and thank you for your videos. So there's people who have seen them and really like them.
Oh, fantastic! Well, thank you for the kind comment. I'm glad that people like them, because I like making them, but it's it's fun to do. People like
They're very well made, fun to watch. So.
And we have also some shorter videos from you, and we could see, for example, we have video of the Animatronic Parrot.
Oh yeah.
Yes, so we could check that one.
Let's take a look.
The captain's code is 421.
That's so cool.
Okay.
Is that the same parrot you have there?
Yeah, so that's the parrot that's behind me. So this is actually a toy that you can buy. Certainly you could buy it off the shelf. I don't know if they're still made. And it's got servo motors inside it. And normally it would come with like a remote control. But the video you just saw there was being used in a pirate-themed escape room. And what players have is they have a cracker which has an RFID tag embedded in the cracker. And if I just reach down here without pulling my earphones on. So the parrot has this kind of tray in front of it with the symbol on. That matches the symbol on the cracker. And behind there, you'll see it's just an RFID sensor. The tag in the cracker then triggers the motors in the parrot, and it triggers an audio file to play to deliver a clue for the next puzzle for the players. So that's kind of a great example of the kind of ways that we use these kind of things in escape rooms. Yeah.
How do you get the inspiration for that kind of project or a puzzle for an escape room?
I mean, I play a lot of games, but I try not to get too much inspiration from games I play, because you don't want to copy stuff that people are doing already. So I go to museums and art galleries and watch films and theatre, and there's all amazing art that you can turn into interactive experiences and games and things like that. So I mean, a lot of escape rooms are based on quite kind of typical Hollywood style film scenarios, because they're exciting and everyone wants to be Indiana Jones, or you want to be James Bond, or you want to be, in a sci-fi thriller or something like that. So those are very rich sources for puzzles, I think, because everyone can think of, it would be really cool if we had to deactivate the proton reactor and make this happen and things like that. But you can get inspiration from anywhere at all.
True. Yeah, we have a second project. It calls Portable Hadron Collider, an escape room in a box. So let's take a look, and then you tell us more a little about it.
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
Okay, so I've got it here. It's quite heavy, so I shall try to show it up to you there. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
So this is actually my current project. Oh, sorry. Yeah, go on.
No, I tried to put you in a big screen, but.
Oh, sorry. Oh, let me show that again. Let's try that again.
Let's try if we can do it this way. Exactly here.
There we go. Okay, so hopefully you can see at the bottom there. What this is essentially is a lot of mini games, kind of all combined in a portable case. And as you mentioned, this is an escape room in a box, but it's actually labelled a portable Hadron Collider. There we go. So the story behind this game is that we all know the Large Hadron Collider in Switzerland, the CERN lab, and this high atomic energy. And the idea of this project was, well, what about if you tried to buy a Hadron Collider on the internet, for example, from a discount website, let's say on the internet? What might arrive in the post is this. So it doesn't quite have the manuals that you'd expect to have. Players have got to kind of work out how it works, and it goes wrong, obviously. And what they have is 60 minutes to fix the problems and prevent it kind of, exploding, essentially. Yeah. But so there's a series of mini games. Each of those games in there has their own Arduino Nano. That's how they're controlled. And there's all networked together to a master controller that kind of controls the state of the game. So, when one puzzle is solved, it might decrease the countdown by a bit, or if you make a failure, it might knock time off the clock and things like that. So this is quite a complex project compared to some of mine. Most of the ones they do are fairly self-contained and small. This one has actually been going on for a couple of months now, so it's sort of still in progress, but we're nearly at the end now. So yeah,
okay,
it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's very cool.
And then we have the third project that's called Plasma Dragon Key.
Oh, right, yes.
Let's take a look at that video.
Take a look at that one.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
So what is that?
What's going on there? So that's this behind me. I don't know if you can see that very well.
Yeah.
Again, when it comes down to it, this is actually really simple from a technology point of view. So that is a real plasma ball at the top, and it's got connected to it one of these current sensors. This is an INA 219 current sensor. And one thing I found out is that when you touch your hand on a plasma ball, it actually draws more current than when it is just like that. So if you plug that into your Arduino, you can detect whether someone is touching their hand on the ball or not, and that just turns it into a switch. Mm-hmm. So this is the kind of thing you do. It is literally just a switch, and when you hold that down for a certain number of seconds, there's a magnetic lock at the bottom here. That is triggered by a relay module. And when that happens, it releases a key that players can then take. And you saw it was a jumbo comedy key, because that's kind of just makes it more fun again. Oh, of course, yeah, exactly.
Of course, expected.
But so these are all really, they're not difficult components. You can find these online, and like I said, what I tried to do is to combine the electronic side of thing and talk about how the components work and the wiring, and then how you address that in the context of an exciting puzzle. Yeah.
That's also a thing, right? That you see at the projects and you think that, oh my God, that's too complex. And then now you explain that you use very few components, very easy to wire. And then it's all about the context and the story behind. So that's anyone can start doing some of that, like escape rooms.
Absolutely. When it comes down to it, about 95% of escape room puzzles probably are switches and a magnetic sensor, and you can get these very cheaply. They're very simple to use, and like you say, it's all about then how you present it to the player and how you kind of wrap this story around it. And if you do that successfully, they can be just so it can transport the player to another place. They're amazing.
Yeah, I would love to try an escape room that you have created, or one of those puzzles.
when we can all travel freely around the world, come to the UK. Absolutely,
definitely.
We should.
And there's a lot of people. There's a lot of comments. They're really excited about your projects. A lot of people who follow already your YouTube account, and I think people are really excited. So. Yeah, probably you're going to have a lot of visitors once we can all travel to UK.
Yeah,
absolutely. Do come. Yeah,
it's very nice.
I mean, but there are fantastic escape rooms all over the world. I should point out. There's some amazing ones in every country of the world. So yeah, do check them out. And when you go around,
there's also online ones. So that's cool.
Yeah, that's last year, people have had to innovate, obviously, because people haven't been able to travel. And there's some really fun things happening online as well. Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's
Pretty-
nice.
think it,
And for everyone who wants to know more about your work, they can follow your Facebook page or the YouTube site that you have, or your website, the Playful Technology site.
Yeah, if you just search Playful Technology on YouTube, or Playful Technology Escape Room, we'll definitely bring it up. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. There's a question. What is your YouTube channel called? So Playful
Playful
Technology, you can
Playful
find it.
Technology. Yeah, that will find it. Yeah, it'll have my picture. So yeah.
Yeah. And
easy to find.
on our education site, we have an article where people can also read a bit more about your work and
yep,
how you ended up where you are today.
Fantastic.
exactly. So thank you, Alistair. This was so much fun. We really wanted to talk to you and show what you have been working, and hopefully people will get inspired, start building their own.
Absolutely. Yeah.
thank
I
you
mean,
so
that's
much.
you're very welcome. It's been a lot of fun to hear, and I love to see what other people do based on the ideas. I just give them an initial idea, and they can go off and do amazing stuff with it as well.
Exactly. So if you're creating a project, please tag us and also Alistair, so both
that.
of us know.
Yeah, thank you so much. And actually, the project that we're going to show today is based on one of Alistair's projects. So thanks for the inspiration.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you soon. See you in
Okay,
UK
Jess.
and play some escape rooms.
Yes.
We'll do that. It's a day.
Thank
Bye.
Take care. Wow, that was awesome.
Yes, and as we said, you can find the article from our EDUvision site, from arduino.cc/education/EDUvision. From the same site, you can subscribe to our Edu newsletter, so you get all the links to your email once a week, and you can sign up for the EDUvision so you don't forget to join our live.
Exactly. That's so nice.
Yeah.
So on this same site, you can also share your projects with us, and we can present it here in EDUvision and get some cool Arduino goodies.
Yes, and actually we have received our first projects from you guys. And today we would like to present a line following robot called Shobra, made by Zayad Kantos from Egypt.
Wow, from
And yes, Zayad, if you're watching this show live or later, please say hi in our comments. I would like to know if you're watching this.
yeah. Say something.
Yeah.
So Zayad is second electronics. It's his second electronics project, and his first was an obstacle avoiding robot, which was a project he built as a part of his college work, and it was he uses the Uno board. And he also was saying in the description of his project that in Egypt the maker scene is currently quite limited, so it's been a challenge for him to learn how to do this type of projects. But he loves watching videos to learn and build robots, and has developed a keen interest in making his own projects.
Yeah. In future, he would like to work also with a weather station project. So we're
Nice.
looking forward to see your next project. But before that, let's watch the video from Zayad.
He's here. It is okay to use clone Arduinos.
Thank you.
Nice. I think he
And-
said he's here. but-
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. So now you know, and we're gonna send you some Arduino merchandise after the show. You're gonna get some goodies. I think there's a notebook. You get a hat at least. Was there a water bottle? So we're gonna send you some small
Yeah.
package.
Thank you so much for sharing with us your project.
Yes. And if you want to share your project, you can go to arduino.cc/education/eduvision. There is a section for you to share your projects.
Exactly.
And before we show our today's tutorial, our project that you can use, for example, for an escape room, let's watch an Edu Spotlight. This week's Edu Spotlight is about APIs and Explore IoT Kit.
Did you know that no longer you have to be physically near things or have lots of resources to collect data across the world? Explore IoT Kit gives students hands-on experience building real-life IoT devices by controlling different sensors and actuators remotely, collecting, storing safely, and analyzing data, learning about network security considerations, writing more advanced programs including own functions, switch case, and game states, coding HTML and CSS, hosting a web server, using APIs to retrieve data from all over the world, creating and parsing JSON objects to handle incoming data. Students will learn all this and more by going through the 10 activities included in the Explore IoT Kit. Each kit comes with all the necessary hardware, software, learning content, and support. Are you ready to explore the connected world?
Nice.
Cool.
And if you want to get started with the Explore IoT Kit, we have a discount. So 15% discount until Sunday.
Cool. Yeah, there.
Nice.
Sticker.
There.
Nice.
So if you go to our store, store.arduino.cc, you can find the discount.
Exactly. So since 2003, May 22nd has been celebrated as the International Sherlock Holmes Day. So this date was chosen as it was the birthday of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the creator of Sherlock Holmes. It's the world-renowned detective, maybe the most known detective in all the world. So in honor of this creator and this creation, we have chosen to focus on escape rooms on this week's EDUvision episode. So, these fun physical games have grown in popularity over the last few years, and thanks to their ability to make us all into inspired detectives, searching for minute clues among ordinary things.
Yes. And today's project is a mastermind game built using an Arduino Maker 1010 board and a NeoPixel matrix.
Yeah.
So we can invite our colleague, Anton,
Yes,
to tell us some more about this project. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me well?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So let's take a look at this project then.
Yes.
Okay,
wait, I need to change so we don't have to watch my face, we can actually watch the right project.
There we go. But yeah, so in this project we're using a NeoPixel matrix, a 1.3-inch OLED screen, and a rotary encoder. And inside this case here we have a Arduino Maker 1010. So this is how it works. You can press the button to initiate the game. Let's see here. Okay, there. So you can, when you turn the knob, you can select a color. And when you know what color to select, you can just press down the rotary encoder. So let's see if I can find a color here that I want. Then red. Okay. And yeah. So you can just confirm your selection by pressing it down. And see here, I get some notifications or indicators that I'm on the right track. So yeah, in the original, then the original Mastermind, your opponent would place these pins, but this is all taken care of in the code.
Yeah, so people who, I don't know if there's a lot of people who know what is a Mastermind. If you know, or if you have played Mastermind before, let us know in the comments. But in the idea of a Mastermind game is that one player creates a pattern with 4 colors, and now we have the 4 LEDs or lights here. And the other one is trying to break this code and try to figure out what are those four colors. And as Anton said, when we get the red light, it indicates that there is one color that is right and it's on its right place, but we don't know which one. And when you get a white light, it indicates that there is one color that is right, but it's in the wrong place.
Exactly.
And if there's no light, it indicates that one of the colors is not included in the pattern.
Yes. And so then you can ask, like, what role can this device have in a escape room setting. So in our case, when you actually succeed figuring out the code, then you would get a secret message telling you how to advance in the escape room. But this is just what we've done, though, so you can make whatever you want, essentially.
Exactly.
You can make it unlock doors, or your imagination is the limit.
Yeah, so if you would connect the servo motor to this project, it could open a door, a box where you could get a key, for example. But now if you win this game, you could get the display, you can have a code or some hint for where you should go next. It can be also that all the colors are somewhere placed in the escape room. So for you to figure out the right code, you have to do other puzzles.
Yeah, and as you can see, this is a 3D printed case, but you don't need a 3D printer to make a project like this. You can use materials available at home, such as cardboard, like in this picture, for example. So it's not you're not limited if you don't have a 3D printer. Yeah.
And also you can use all different kinds of components. You can have LEDs or RGB LEDs, and the display is not mandatory, and all these different. So there's a lot of variation that you can have.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Nice. And if you want to know more about this project, you can go to our EDUvision site. I can
exactly there.
Yeah.
Mastermind tutorial, that one.
Yeah, exactly. So then you could follow the tutorial and find how to create your own. If you're not familiar with Mastermind, we explain how the game works and how the project should work when you have uploaded the code, and what kind of components we've used for this project.
Exactly. So you can try and build your own escape room project, and then you can share it with us, and we can play it also. So
yeah,
and get some Arduino cool goodies.
Yeah, and the fun thing with this project that you can, or with this game, is that you can play forever, because you can always have a different pattern for the lights. So
yeah, that's really
you don't
good.
get tired with it.
Yeah. So submit your projects.
Yes. We're running out of time. Remember, if you want to buy the Explore IoT Kit, there's the sale until this Sunday, minus 15%. But that's it for today.
Wow.
Join us live next Thursday, the 27th.
Yeah, we might have the very first Arduino dance competition.
Definitely, yeah.
So the only thing
we're gonna show our dance.
Yeah, exactly. So the only thing you need to do is download the Arduino Science Journal App for free. Here, if we can have like the banner or on the chat. So it's free. It's for Android and iOS, and let's have some fun and see your dance moves.
Yes. So you can already download the app, so you're ready for the next episode. If you don't have it before we start the next episode, it's okay. It's really quick to get
fast.
it. You don't have to sign up or anything, so that's really quick one.
Yeah.
But to be prepared, do it already.
Yeah, it's better if you already have it installed on your phones.
Exactly.
Cool.
We're going to be joined by experienced development specialist from Tech Museum, who prototypes and develops open and engineering design activities. So join
that will be
us
super
next
fun.
week.
Exactly. Thank you for watching. Thank you to our guest and Anton. Thank you, and see you next week.
See you. Bye.
Adios.